If you've got a list of vendors you want to get into QuickBooks Online and you're thinking there's got to be an easier way than entering them one by one, there is. And you're about to learn all about it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to import vendors into QuickBooks Online. This is going to save you a ton of time. So we're logged into QuickBooks Online here, and we can either click on the gear icon and click Import Data, or just as easily we can go to our Vendors tab. So we're going to hover over Expenses on the left menu bar and click on Vendors. Here over in the top right area, we're going to click on the drop-down arrow beside New Vendor and click Import Vendors. Now here it shows that we can import vendors with a CSV or Excel file or with Google Sheets. And underneath both of these options, we have a sample file we can download or preview that'll show us how our file needs to be set up in order for it to be imported into QuickBooks. So we're going to click here on Download a Sample File. We're going to click to open it up. And this is how QuickBooks is wanting us to format our file. So our first row here needs to be our header title for each column of information. So the name, the company, etc. There's a lot of fields here that we can fill in with our vendor's information, such as the vendor's phone number, their address, tax ID, etc. But the only required field is the vendor name here in our first column. So we can just enter our vendor's name, whether that's an individual or a company, and leave all of the rest of these columns blank if we don't have the vendor's information, or if we just don't need all of that information entered into QuickBooks for whatever reason. So we have an example spreadsheet here with some vendors already entered in that we want to upload into our QuickBooks Online file. So you can see here that some of these vendors were only entering the vendor's name. Some of them were entering a few other pieces of information like their phone number and their email, and others are entirely filled in. So we're all set to import this file into QuickBooks Online. Now, if you're using a Mac computer like I am, then you're going to need to make sure that this file is set as a CSV or an Excel file instead of numbers, or it's not going to import. So to do that, we're going to go over to the top left of the screen and we're going to click on File. Go down and hover over Export, and we're going to choose either Excel or CSV. I'm going to choose CSV here. And next it's going to pop up this here option and we're going to click Save. Then we can name our file, choose where we want it to download to, and click Export right here. And our CSV file is now created and ready to import to QuickBooks. So let's switch back to QuickBooks. And we're going to click on the Browse button right here. And we're going to choose the file that we just created, which is this CSV file. And we're going to click to open it up. Now we can see here that our file has populated in this field here. And we're going to go to the bottom right and we're going to click Next. Now on this screen, we're going to make sure that our fields of our spreadsheet are mapped out correctly with the QuickBooks Online fields. So make sure QuickBooks fields on the left are correctly matched to the fields that you just imported, which are here on the right. And then we're going to go down to the bottom right and click Next. Here we're going to scroll through and make sure everything looks correct before finishing the import. If you see information missing, you can click on that field and add it in. If you see incorrect information like we have here, you can click on the field and correct that information. Or if you see a vendor that you actually didn't want to import, you can uncheck this box here. Now once everything looks correct, we'll go over here to the bottom right and we'll click Import. And we'll see this pop-up notification here that tells us that our vendors have been imported. Now we really should scroll through our vendors and make sure everything looks good. Occasionally we'll have something like this happen where we had the and symbol or ampersand in the vendor name and it did some funny stuff with the vendor here. So we'll just click on the vendor's name to open it up. We'll go over here to the right and click Edit and we'll correct the name. And go to the bottom and click Save. Once you've scrolled through and made sure everything looks good, then you're good to go. You've now got your full vendor list set up without having to manually enter every single one. Now, one quick note though, if you're using QuickBooks to send out your 1099s and you need to track any of the vendors that you just uploaded for 1099s, then you'll need to click on each of those individual vendors and click Edit and scroll down and check this box here that says Track Payments for 1099 and then click Save at the bottom. If you found this helpful and you want to make sure you're staying on top of your books every month, I've got something that'll help. It's my free end of month bookkeeping checklist. It's super simple and it helps you stay consistent without having to wonder what you might be missing. I'll link it up in the description of this video. And hey, if you're watching this and you're thinking, I'd rather not be doing any of this bookkeeping stuff myself, that's what I help business owners with. If you want to see if working together might be a good fit, feel free to send me an email. You'll find my contact info down in the description of this video.